We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
You know, you think back, Mike, to a year ago, 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round of the NFL draft, and Bo Nix was probably the least heralded coming out of college, but was able to lead his team to the playoffs, and he really did it by earning his job out of training camp, and he never looked back. 29 touchdown passes, the most ever by a rookie in Broncos history.
The run on first down was good for 7, and it's 2nd and 3. A run once more, that's Harvey, and he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
A gain of 6.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Again, it's Harvey. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Work in the middle. That's Harvey. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We'll go play action with Nix. He takes off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
And in year 2, it's really where we see the growth between being a rookie starting quarterback in the NFL and now a quote-unquote veteran quarterback in the NFL. And some of those early lessons that he went through, the ups and downs that are inevitable for any young rookie quarterback, now it's can he build on those? Can he take that next step and become the leader of this organization that they all think he can be?
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Bears first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Bears.
They'll go play action here with Williams. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
On the give, here's Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it.
Caleb Williams on the scramble.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On fourth down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Montez Sweat. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
So often sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Duvernay to return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. On the move, past the 40, and he'll be taken down. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Bears 1st down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Finding room to the 20, and he's going to be taken down. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
That's another Bears 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Chicago.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll try the right side with Swift. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Third and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. This group slow to get things in gear in this one. Lost fumble on the opening drive, followed by a punt last time they had it. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. Oh, the ball's out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
On the ground, it's Swift. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Williams. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one is caught right side by Zacchaeus. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but...
And he's in! Cole Kmet, touchdown, Chicago. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He knocks it through. And the Bears are out to a 10-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Bears off to the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
At the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the bootleg, it's Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and he'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. It's a gain of 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
That's to the left side in the hands of Bryant.
Complete to Pat Bryant. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Handoff now for Harvey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Taken down behind the line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He connects with Mims. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Williams. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
3rd and long. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Broncos offense ready to get back to work.
At their own 42-yard line.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this 1st half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
Zone read, a give to Harvey. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Montez Sweat there on the tackle.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and 9. Here's Nix to throw. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift.
Williams pass complete to DeAndre Swift. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A play fake. Now Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's to the rookie out of Missouri. Luther Burden. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Now it's second and 1. They will run it over center with Swift. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
Here's Williams on first and 10. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. To throw, it's Williams. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Here's Williams now to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
Big play coming up. Third and goal. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. And he'll take it on in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. Santos for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That's taken in by Franklin. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They'll throw. It's Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll look underneath for Harvey. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be marked down to the 45-yard line. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throw it. Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job defensively. You can see the quarterback. He's working through his options of his progression, Mike. 1, 2, 3. But now that clock in your head starts going off, and that ball needs to come out of your hand. Nice job throwing it away.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Nix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
This offense just can't seem to get anything going in this opening half, Mike, and they're still looking for their first points of the game, and it's really these missed opportunities that are a big part of the reason they're really struggling here.
On 4th down, here's Nix. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
1st and 10.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. To the goal line and in. Roll Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
On is Santos for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bears are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good.
Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Nix. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Now 2nd and 6.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here the ability to be on time and accurate accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there. I don't mind the play call, Mike. We've seen him on this possession have a lot of success through the air, so now you try to change it up and think the defense is selling out to stop the pass. Just try to sneak a draw in there. Not much luck. They're able to take you down for a loss.
Nix from the gun on third down. Ball incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is high. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 52 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Long incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is fourth down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, Back out to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. On first down, here's Nix to throw. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
17 yards.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First and 10
That's just
at the
such
40-yard
a
line.
tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Second down and 3. Now Nick's going to look to throw. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Nick's now on first and 10. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. Here's Nix to throw. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion. Continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
A first down throw for Nix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
First down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Harvey. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
A gain of 10 yards.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
First down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it.
And he's in. Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Denver.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Nix and the Broncos now will line up and go for two.
The Broncos will line up for the
Back to throw is Nix. That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
Bears 27, Broncos 11.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Duvernay on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Number 2, DJ Moore. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. In motion, it's Odunze. The throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
For a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
11 more yards.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground with Swift. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Bears first down.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Singleton on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 19-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. To throw is Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
On the play. And it's third down.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That one on target to Moore. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Monungai is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Santos for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Mims. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Open man downfield, that's Ingram. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start. Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, for the good corners, Mike, they all share this certain mentality, right? It's bring it on. I want the best. I want the ball thrown in my direction. So anytime they get a chance to break up a play and silence an opposing offense, but man, when they get a chance to take one away and get their hands on it, that is what they live for.
The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On first down, it's Swift, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Williams. Rolling to the left.
It's a gain of 8. That's good.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
The ball carrier. Nick Bonito on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Williams now to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Roll, Ogunze, touchdown Bears. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears add on to their already sizable lead.
41. Broncos 11.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Straight ahead goes Harvey. Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. A run once more, that's Harvey. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
49-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll run for it. It's Harvey. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Harvey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week. I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
On second down, it's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Nix. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it's a good sign that it seems like he's learned from his mistake on the last drive. There's no need to force anything that's not there, especially when you're down here in striking distance. Throw it away, live to play the next snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Duvernay on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. For the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Denver, good night, everybody.